and welcome to another chosen lifeline for relationships. My name is Walter Jennings.
My name is Charmaine Jennings.
We're your chosen life practitioners where we have been called to challenge and change
Relationship culture.
Today, we want to spend a couple of minutes talking about dating outside of your age range, specifically dating someone that is significantly younger than you. Now, when we talk about younger, we are talking about 10 years or more as relates to the difference with your age.
And it could be 5 years for you. Maybe that's significantly younger for you. But we're stretching it a little bit to like 10-year gap, okay? And there are some definite pros, but there's also some cons. And so whether or not you choose to err on the side of what's beneficial or what could be a barrier, we just want to provide some details for you and some things for you to consider.
Absolutely. One of the pros of dating someone that is significantly younger than you is that it can definitely be a flattering feeling. When you're older and you have someone that is attracted to you that is significantly younger, it can make you feel extra attractive because as you get older, you can begin to feel a little irrelevant and displaced from current society. And so when someone is younger than you and they're attracted to you and interested in dating you, it can really help to boost the way that you feel and see yourself. So it can be a very flattering feeling.
Absolutely. And number two, all right, a pro is it can feel exciting, right? There's a quote that talks about, the day that you get out of your comfort zone is the day that you truly start to live. And so dating someone significantly younger, it can provide opportunities for you to be a risk taker, for you to be naughty, for you to try some things that, man, I haven't tried this in years, or I haven't heard that in years, or man, that's still around, or to experience and explore new places and go to do very different things. So the excitement of being with someone younger can really offer sometimes companionship that, you may not necessarily get with someone your own age.
And in conjunction with that excitement leads right into our third pro, which is it can make you feel younger. So there is a great saying that says you're only as old as you feel. And so dating someone that is younger can challenge you to get outside of your box, outside of your norm, outside of the things that would dictate what you should or shouldn't be doing based on your age. Maybe taking that bachata class, maybe skydiving, doing some things that you wouldn't necessarily think about doing specifically on your own. But dating someone that's younger than you can challenge you to really move outside and do some things that are outside of the box.
All right, now we go into our cons. These are some things that you want to consider that may not necessarily feel like a benefit, but maybe more of a barrier. It's compatibility issues, So you're having this conversation and maybe your partner is, Gen Z, Generation X or millennial, right? And maybe you're a boomer or traditionalist. Maybe you're in your 70s or your 80s. I don't know, right? And you're talking about your favorite music artist. Oh man, you're talking about, you're talking about Frank Sinatra. You're talking about the Rat Pack. You're talking about all of these musicians, and perhaps, I don't know, it's possible that your partner may know about these musicians, but what if they don't? What if they have no clue who you're talking about? You're around your friends, your social circle, and they just feel kind of left out. So sometimes there's a compatibility issue that can prevent, that can cause some challenges in the relationship and or create gaps in communication and common interests.
Absolutely. And in conjunction with that incompatibility and the threat of it is inequality. So this idea that with age being equated to experience, which we know isn't always necessarily the case. But the bottom line is that usually individuals who are older are seen as usually having more stability in life, whether that is economical, whether it is emotional, and individuals who are younger are still kind of searching for their footing in those particular areas. And so again, it's very important that as you're getting to know one another, and even as you're looking, that you not allow yourself to rule out someone just because of their age, but you do want to make sure that you're making a good informed decision, that you're weighing some of those experiences, that you're looking for areas of compatibility that can really foretell of a future with that particular person.
Yes, and our last con might be about maturity, right? So we want to talk about maturity because it doesn't mean that because you're older means you're, naturally graduated to being more mature. So age doesn't necessarily beget maturity. But what we're talking about is, with certain life experiences, sometimes you gain a level of maturity just because you've had frequency and practice, frequency and exposure, right? And so maturity can be an issue. For example, if you're buying a house, right? I might want to go and buy this 3-story house, and maybe you've already purchased 2 or 3 homes, and maybe you realize it's not a good idea to buy a home that's 3 stories. And when we're thinking about retirement, we're thinking about things like that, we have to deal with all these stairs, right? Or family planning and retirement planning. Like, if your partner has more experience in these areas, that experience can sometimes equate to maturity and making full thought out decisions, and sometimes it can rob the lesser experienced partner from having exposure to those things. And so with that, we just wanted to provide for you some pros and cons for this topic of dating below your age range or outside of that range, significantly 10 years or more. But in all of these things, we want you to think full well. We don't want you to limit yourself in who you allow yourself to engage with. So if you find a connection with a person, you like that person, you love that person, we're encouraging you to take your time. Relationships are work, but in all things, look at the pros and the cons. So this is your chosen lifeline for relationships. My name is Charmaine Jennings.
My name is Walter Jennings.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Send it to someone, encourage them. But also, we want you to visit us, book us for a session, and visit us at chosenlifespecialist.com. We've been called the Challenge and Change Relationship Culture.
Did you wake up this morning and didn't recognize the person you had been in a relationship with for years? Have you been misinterpreting your partner's verbal and nonverbal cues? What's the most difficult conversation you've been avoiding having with your partner? The support, skills, and strategies are just a phone call away.
Contact us at chosenlifespecialist.com.
Chosen Life Specialists, where we have been called to challenge and change relationship culture.